Oh no. Oh, I hope people jump back in. Oh, I hope. Okay. I'll give everyone a minute. Let me put another word out. It's super awkward, but at least I can jump back on something else. Those all went up. I'll give people like a second to pop back in anyway. Let me see here. Okay. We're back. For better or worse, we're back. I apologize, but hey, we're back on PS4 now. The theme tonight is Konami. Clearly, it was all a joke, man. I'm really apologizing to anyone who showed up for Goemon and couldn't get it. I don't know what was going on. I've clearly got more work to do. It could also it could be an old capture card deal. It could be just the fact that, I don't know, when my internet shows. So hopefully things stay up here. If things look weird on the PS4, please tell me as well. Things said they were fine when I logged on here. But anyway, big flip up. We're playing Zone of the Enders. We just got out of one giant robot and went into another. So it's just, you like Evangelion, you like Gurren Lagann, let's go. You may notice these menus look all like Metal Gear. This is a Hideo Kojima classic. I'm gonna shut up while we get this drama here now. We're a few years out from that. 80, 21, 74. We'll make it there though. It's no satellite, it's a moon. I'm still so frustrated about the N64 thing, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Hey, at least I've got other games at the ready. I know PS4 is reliable, and I'll probably stick to that then, just because of that. I wish I didn't have to. I really want to do so much more, but yeah, okay. So that animatronic lady, she said Dingo Egret. That ain't some sort of code name. That is our main protagonist's name.
Angie, I remember now. The winner of the year was Hesperia Gales.
No idle talk, you'll crash, Dingo.
In the final 30 seconds, Henry G trashed out from field out. Man, we had a great time that night.
Looks like a Mars person from SNK right there.
Position for landing. The people on Mars can start getting excited. I still have 200 more hours.
Be a good kid and the time will fly.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron, but it's way too shallow.
Yeah, Metatron.
Angie, I want to change the landing point. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Rick, you hear that? I'll be back soon.
Dingo, what team won in '66?
I don't know much about back then. Piece of junk.
So yeah, you got these really over-the-top, like,
Going to win this year.
great 3D graphics for an old PS2 game that's been up-res, but then you get like sick anime cut in betweens in the cockpits. So just because we were in a mood for giant robots, if my stream before actually made it to the end, I just wanted to stay in giant robots. So here we go. This is Zone of the Enders. It's one of the most exciting, intense, thrilling, high-speed robot action games you'll ever play. Okay, so this is just a little beginning segment. It makes it so it's a big contrast. You're walking around in this stupid thing called a lev. Yeah. You can push the lev as hard as you want. You're about to pop out of this thing in a minute.
Hey, Dingo, after this job, are you free?
Man, his name is Dingo. You don't want to go out with a guy named Dingo. I don't know. Anyone in chat, sound off. Would you go out with a guy named Dingo? I don't think so.
I'm on the ground.
Well, he's not in the air.
The Metatron is not very deep.
And it's very strong. It wasn't here last time I came. Shut up.
Is it debris?
The observation crews are goofing off again. What the hell is that?
Anything wrong?
Oh, baby. Just a pack of hot dogs.
I'll check it out.
I really do like this contrast of the 2D next to the 3D models. I'm not sure how they did this. I know it's been done before, but like for this game is 2003, by the way.
An orbital frame.
Yeah.
I see a huge ship over there. Ah!
What's happening, Angie? What ship did you see? Angie! Damn. A warship? Must be Barra.
Barham are the bad guys. Just FYI. And those are the little spaghetti arm needle friends.
My liver's damaged. Damn Barra.
Barham, from Mars? How can you tell?
Get your ship down into the ditch and stay hidden.
Gets in the robot Dingo.
Good morning. Ready for combat operation.
Yeah, listen to hype ass music. I wish it would open up and it's just Impact from Goemon. But yeah. Welcome to one of the best robot designs ever. With an actual cockpit. So, by the way, Dingo is sitting in that robot's dick shot right there. Like, no joke. It's a literal cockpit. Take that one to the bank. Anyways, this is Zone of the Enders. This is as the box says, high-speed robot action video game by Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear Solid fame. He just wanted to make a big robot game during the PS2 era.
To explain how to manipulate the frame.
Who is this?
This is Detached Backup Battle Unit, ADA.
Oh, our AI Ada is talking to us.
More reliable than the Lev's navigators.
I'm completely different. Do you request control instructions?
Yes, Ada. Please.
We do not, because we know how to play this.
Choose what training you want to go
I might
through.
do this. So I'm playing this on the PS4, as I mentioned. This game got several HD re-releases, actually. So you got this on PS3 and then as well PS4. This PS4 version, man, I wish I had a VR headset.
I will explain about
You can play this in VR. That was like the big draw for this release.
the left stick operations.
So this training section is actually pretty useful. It just gives you your basic movements, then you got a dash. So obviously way smoother than the left. You're this giant, sick-ass flying robot, and you're always moving and always doing cool stuff.
Is set up not to do that right now.
And then you have just a nice up and go down, and then boom, you're done. Then you just roll through the training. All of these are the quick way I talk about this. So I first found this game out, I think when I was just generally learning about different stuff back in the day. But the first time a lot of people heard about this was, so Zone of the Enders 1 on PS2, which, actually, let me just...
Is set up not to do that right now.
So you can shoot from afar, and then when you're up close,
Agility is set up not to do that right now.
you use your cool sword. Yeah, okay. Oh, I messed
I will
up.
explain about
So in burst attacks, you just go like this. It's just like a big power hit.
I will explain about dash.
I'll talk about how I discovered this game in a minute. So yeah, you can charge up from afar and then target a whole bunch of different people.
Agility is set up not to do that right now. Agility is set up not to do that right now.
There you go, kaboom. And what's next? And guard, I think, is L2?
I will explain how to.
There you go, no, R1. At least you got a little shield break you can do. And lock on
I will.
is you switch your target, simple lock on, and then cancel it all together. And you use your right stick to kind of toggle between, really smooth. And then so the ring radar you'll see is this thing around you. You'll see like where you're targeted, who else is around you. You'll see different enemies and how far and close you are to them. And then where it says enemy on the actual name, that's like how close it is. But let's go out of there. I'm just giving myself a good reminder to do combo smash.
I will.
Let me see, who can I test some different things out on? So you got 1, 2, 3, and then bam, knock them down. Easy, easy, easy. And then lastly, you have the camera, which I already know how to use. And we out of here. But anyway, I was saying, so Zone of the Enders is, I'm going to grab it off of my shelf here. So the original PS2 boxes for these. Oh, there's a cutscene. God damn it.
Roger. Departing for 04.
Enemy approaching. Unmanned battle planes.
Oh, it's fight time. Let's go.
Unmanned
Let's go with the world's most pumped up music ever.
are weak, but be careful. There are many of them. Attack the mosquitoes all at once with the homing laser.
Yeah, so you want to try and like adjust your combat styles to what's going on. So when there's giant waves, like do the big lock on so things are cool. Wait for the recharge. Ooh, bam. Dang, all of them. And then when there's more like intimate fights with just 1 or 2 enemies, you can just dash in. Or you could be really cool and just do this, because using your sword always looks cool when you're a giant robot.
Put me through to 663.
Yes, I'll connect you now.
Help me, Dingo!
Where are you?
My legs are damaged.
Rick, where are you now?
That's the sound of a guy who's about to die in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I counted that really nicely, actually. Oh no.
It's approaching your way.
Oh, more little bad guys. Let's go.
I indicate the position of it with an arrow. Move in the indicated direction. Enemy destroyed.
No, get in there. Yeah.
Raptor destroyed.
See how many eggs I can lock onto. Boom. There you go. Sorry I'm not talking much during this so far. I'm still a little frazzled from the whole N64 thing, but I hope this game is a lot more high octane and interesting to watch for the moment. But yeah, this is Zone of the Enders Mars, or the Second Runner Mars edition, which essentially it's just a super souped up version of Zone of the Enders 2, which was originally on PS2, right here as you can see in my awful TV reflection. This was a game that really just pushed far away from what Kojima did, but at the same time with these cutscenes and the direction, and even the mech design, which is done by the same guy who, so that's Yoji Shinkawa. He did the robot designs for Pacific Rim. He also did the designs of a lot of the main Metal Gear robots. So obviously Kojima wanted to use him for that. He's actually being used in a game called Left Alive that's coming out later this year. I know almost nothing about it, but his art literally just looks like it was ripped off the front of a Metal Gear game because it's his art style. But yeah, so I'm driving around an orbital frame. That's what the mechs are called in this world, and its name is a Jehuti. Not sure if that originates from anywhere except this game, but I know your main enemy, or at least one of the main leaders of the enemy faction, Baram, as they mentioned, is this guy named Noman, and he flies a giant mech named Anubis, which is like, it's like the yin and yang. It's like the Sub-Zero Scorpion. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a better analogy, but I'm not doing very good at it, am I? That's okay. But yeah, these games are great, and they don't get a lot of play, even though they get HD re-releases every once in a while. It's a shame we never got a third one. But the second one, especially this version of it, is probably where you want to go if you just want a really fun, fast-paced, like super anime, but like super fun robot game. So I was mentioning though, the first time I found this series, or even like heard of it, was, let me see. Oh yeah, that means we got a little bit of an upgrade. Give me 1 second.
Destroy with a burst attack.
So that just means go up to it. Give a nice little charge, and then kaboom. Yeah, before we walk forward, so let me give it a quick pause really quick here now that we've readjusted. So Zone of the Enders, like I said, this is the first game, which this was not included in the HD pack on PS4, only on PS3. But with this game, so inside here you have the game, but then you also have, I don't know if you can see that close enough, but that is a demo for Metal Gear Solid 2, and that is how the first game actually sold halfway decent. It's the classic, give them what they want, but package it with something else routine. Thankfully, it was packaged with a very fun game, but the first Zone of the Enders is very short and kind of repetitive. It plays great, but it's just not all there. This was the game, though, where everything was coming together and just actually being really cool. What's a shame, too, is that in Zone of the Enders 2 on PS2, you get like a compilation movie that shows, like, it's like a 15-20 minute summary of just like what happened in the first game. Not that there's much that happened, but it establishes like, oh, this is where Jehuti came from, this is an orbital frame, like these are little things, whereas this game thrusts you in and you can kind of figure it out. But for some reason that never got brought back in any of the later packs, like not on PS3, not on PS4, but I don't know. Uh-oh.
I found one day with you, you'll have to give it to me.
What's this bar on one with Callisto?
Oh? You don't look like a mining man to me.
Get lost.
Yeah, listen to that overdub yell.
Shoot down the enemy's attack with lasers.
So yeah, this is what I meant by more intimate fights, by the way. So you usually fight the big mobs like before, and sometimes there's stronger enemies, but... Oh, kind of how to focus here. It's been a while since I played this game, so I don't wanna get exposed at this on stream, but... Oh no, I'm taking hits. I don't think you're supposed to win this fight, or you're supposed to like go as far as you can, and it's like a scripted ending. There we go. I'm definitely winning this one. Ooh. Oh, I forgot she also has a charge out. Oh god. Oh man, that hit me. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go, just get in there. Oh no, I might die here. Shit. Ah, okay, I dodged a giant laser. That's always a good thing. Yeah! Cheese that one out. Beginner's luck. I love winning the fight when you first get in the robot.
Your bar arm, that's too rough.
It sure is.
Who's the commander?
You think I'll tell?
Later, friends.
Wait!
Good job, Dingo.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Dingo, the enemy is approaching me.
Oh no.
I'll try to head them off.
You will?
Take care, Angie.
What?
Oh yeah, let's go. Even though I just hopped in this ring, I totally know how to pilot it.
Entry is dangerous.
If we don't do something, we'll be crushed along with Callisto. We have no choice.
Yeah, get right in there. Yeah, now we got these big old spider friends to fight. Let me put my games back on the shelf here. Oh. This was a game that I wanted to stream for a while anyway. I probably should have just started with this. We will probably just finish this next week as well. Man. Oh, anyway, let's not focus on the bad. Let's focus on the good, because we are flying giant robots. It is a Friday night. I hope that everyone else, if you've stuck around through everything tonight, you are a true champion, and I love you with all my person. Thank you for putting up with my tomfoolery on this stream, but also, hey, you got to see two cool different games, and this one is hopefully running a lot better. But I hope your Friday is going good as well. If you're out there, say hello. I do not bite, I think. Let's see.
You can grab objects which may be useful in battle with the circle button. Do you want to see how it's done?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, the game will just throw other little tutorials at you, by the way, too. I'm not gonna do it because it's literally just it's a grab tutorial, but it's useful if you're new and you want the mechanics. I think because this game is so fast-paced, it's nice to kind of have that as a thing. Whereas like other games might just teach you mechanics on the fly that are like super action based, and it's like, that's nice, but it's I don't know if it always works very well. So yeah, the advantage to grabbing the stick was, you know, you could just keep destroying these enemies, but it's not the same as if you like grab the stick, kill the generator, and then jump in there with them. So, ports of this game, like I was saying earlier, we had a port on the PS3. That was the first time I had sat down and really played both of the games. And overall, they were great experiences. The PS3 version came with a cool art book, a soundtrack CD that had a bunch of remixes of a lot of the main themes and other music from the games. Overall, it was a nice package. I got it on PS3, but unfortunately, for better, you know, for better or obviously worse, the second game, this game had really bad performance issues, and as you can see right now, this game is running great. Because one, it's already been super optimized with PS4, but two, it already ran great on the PS2. Like it was just a well-functioning, well-running game. It was just, I mean, it's Kojima. It was super well optimized. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, the game ran really well, so people were actually really mad when this game first came out on PS3 and 360, because it was like, damn, like you put out this amazing game that is a big cult favorite for so many people, and it just was poorly optimized, and that always feels bad, you know? But thankfully they got this team called Hexadrive, I want to say. They've done other porting stuff too. They're almost like a Blue Point Games kind of studio, where it's like they do a lot of really strong ports.
So, there's something I have to confirm.
Hold on a second. Anyway, yeah, so you had a port, the PS3 port of this game. You're really bad at first, but then the studio called Hexadrive came in and like fixed it, and it runs fine now. So I'm not sure what version of the game specifically that this PS4 version is based off of, but this game has seen like several different buff ups and revisions over time, and unfortunately, even though we don't have the first game, though there's not much there, I still think this is probably the best way to play it. I mean, this version of the game is like $20, and with VR support, like anyone who has a VR headset should definitely look into this game. It does my favorite thing of like, man, I'm so interested in VR games that are like retrofitted PS2 VR games. So, okay, Nephthys, this mech we're fighting right now, or this other, orbital frame, is an enemy from the first game. So this is kind of a big reveal, and that like she gets like beat to crap at the end of the first game. Like she's like your main antagonist. So the fact that you as the player should be like, what? What's she doing here?
The enemy shield is not damaged by an energy attack. You will need to make a physical attack.
A physical attack?
A blade, or something used in close combat.
But it seems the blades can't reach it.
Look for something useful to attack.
You mean like how those blades are on the wall behind her? Ugh. Yeah, so you gotta just... Oh no. Wait, no, do a grab. Grab the wall, please. Oh no, I'm doing very bad. I don't think that's a fight. Yeah, okay. Stick around. Hope y'all can see those trophies, because that's actually these are pretty great names so far.
Is that you, Viola?
Perhaps you're speaking to a battle AI.
Yeah, so...
Who's AI? Hey, Viola!
It is just a replica being made by using her past battle data and part of her character. I don't think you can get a response from her.
So, what happened to Viola?
The applicable frame runner is already dead.
She died?
In the year 2172, the Antilia raid. It was a matter under the control of the Space Force.
So that's the first game, basically.
The colony orbiting a satellite of Jupiter. and stole an orbital frame which was under development.
Was she involved with that? Which orbital frame was taken?
The orbital frame Anubis.
That's what I mentioned earlier.
Was a target too, but they didn't get this frame.
Jehuti was collected by someone who had much to fear from Bahram before it was abandoned on Callisto.
That is about right.
Who was commanding the Antillia raid?
That was the commander of Bahram, Colonel Noman.
Yep. It's your boy. No man.
What's the matter?
It is a resonance reaction.
Resonance?
It is Anubis.
Oh, yeah. You feel it too, don't you, brother? Yeah, so basically Liquid Snake is around and... No. Oh yeah, it's your boy Anubis. Look at him, he's so cool with the wings, yeah.
Give that orbital frame back.
Oh, he's too fast right now.
Who's the runner?
So, Portman freaks out. We are most definitely supposed to lose this fight. This is not a... I'm gonna do my best to cheese this around a bit, but... Like, oh wait, I did some damage to him. I'm not supposed to hit him, am I? You know what? It's been way too long since I've played this, so I don't know if I'm supposed to win this or not. Yeah, see, he throws you.
Damn, it's too tough.
Bam.
I remember you. Noman. It's Dingo.
Dude, what a character name, Dingo. So clearly he's got to pass all these characters. That's kind of interesting. Because the character in the first game is just like it's this kid who we find him later. He's actually way cooler in this game, but it's this kid who just, you know, the Bahram forces like killed his family, and then he wants revenge, and he finds Jehuti by chance, and he like uses Jehuti for a while, and then gets caught up in this bigger conflict, and then Jehuti ends up where we found. Oh no, we did. Well, folks, that's Zone of the...
I'm surprised you're still alive, Dingo.
Long time no see, Noman.
How have you been?
I've been on vacation.
You get off and come to my room.
I will not. Also, welcome if anyone else has joined. I saw the ticker go up a little bit now that we've restructured things. Ooh, these cutscenes definitely were not up-resed for higher showing. Definitely they've been smoothed out a bit, though. That was the first girl we fought.
What are you doing on this ship anyway?
If anything happens to my pals on Callisto, you'll pay.
Gee, he just goes right for the choke there.
I don't believe you.
But...
Your skills are getting worse, Dingo. You've been slacking off.
We'll learn about the connection between these two soon enough. Excuse the PS2 era resolution on these cutscenes that definitely could not have been brought up.
Let me introduce you to Dingo. He was the leading pilot in our unit 6 years ago.
Please keep saying the words dingo on screen.
Military records show him dead.
You're doing rather menial work compared to the old days. Have you been demoted to the outskirts?
Shut up. You'll come back under my command.
Come back? You must be kidding!
You'd better come back. It'll be fun from now on.
I refuse! Your fooling around almost killed me back there. It's not funny.
You don't understand.
You can't deceive me with beautiful words like freedom and independence anymore. Do you realize how many of my comrades died back there?
No.
Say it. You killed them!
I wouldn't know.
You devil!
Dingo! Come back. I like you.
No, just keep saying his name. Say his name is Dingo. Rip. Everyone do the press F, please. As if being beat up in the mech already wasn't enough. Like, why'd he turn his back to him and think he was just gonna walk away? Thank you, we got an F. Thank heavens.
You dispose of the body.
Ding dong. Nah, ding dong never dies. I wish this was why there was not a Zone of the Enders 3, but unfortunately, it's not why.
Help me if you want to live.
Live with me if you want to come. Wait, what? Man, at that point, I'd just be like, nah, hell no, I'm out. Just take me to wherever. Ooh. Let's tie it up. Zone of the Enders, the second runner. Oh, there we go. Now our adventure starts 2 months later.
Anything like this before. Are you sure this order is from Colonel Noman?
If not, why would I be doing such a thing?
While this cutscene plays, I'm going to do a little stream check on my phone, so give me a second. I want to make sure things are just running a lot smoother than the N64 stuff, so give me a tick. Basically, though, Dingo is being repaired and operated on.
He's got a stable pulse.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay.
Awake? You've been asleep for 2 months. I shaved your beard. Ada, please look after him.
If I have to.
Where am I?
You're on Deimos Station, the gateway to Mars. How are you feeling?
I feel really sick.
It's better than feeling dead, isn't it?
Oh, you're sick, bro.
You didn't, but you did lose your heart and lungs.
So how can I still be alive?
You can only stay alive when you're aboard Jehuti.
Jehuti?
The machine supplements your heart and lungs. That power comes
Anyway,
from energy.
sorry about that. Okay, things seem to be being a lot better.
The minute you get off Jehuti, it will stop providing energy. You will die if you leave Jehuti.
Oh, don't talk nonsense.
Well, try it if you like.
So yeah, he's basically been turned into a giant battery.
Sit down, it's too dangerous.
So they like reverse Iron Manned him. Instead of keeping the problem inside his heart,
Scare me to death?
they created an armor for him.
How could you do this to me?
I had no choice. The cockpit is too small to put in all the gear needed to keep you alive.
I didn't want this.
Cockpit.
If you helped me, I would save your life.
I don't remember. When did you say that?
Just before, when you nearly died.
I don't remember.
You should be more appreciative of me. I saved your life, looked after you, and...
Yeah, I just tied your life to this giant robot.
Damn.
But thank me, I guess.
Vitals.
I can give your real body back, so you'd better just accept my orders.
Don't be ridiculous. How can I follow Baram?
I'm not Baram.
What?
Quite the opposite. I'm with the Space Force.
With the government.
I've been sent into hiding in Baram.
Are you serious?
Oh hey, some more people joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
All the time.
Why not?
I said we don't have much time, didn't I? I didn't want to do this either. First, you have to escape from Deimos as soon as possible. You're in danger if we stay here wasting time talking.
It's hard for a dead man to understand.
You are still alive.
So what?
Noman is still alive, too. Don't you want vengeance on him?
He killed my comrades.
I have the same aim as you, so I won't do anything bad to you.
Can I just ask you?
I'll
one
stop
question?
diddling with it.
What?
Is it correct this year's winner
But look how
was
he's posed
Hispanic
up there.
Gales?
What? Can't you be more serious?
I'm very serious. Do you know the answer?
We've no time for games on Mars.
Sorry for all the melodrama, by the way. We are back now. Pretty much where we left off, almost, because we're back inside that ship. But though life has been now tied to the robot, for better or for worse, for young Ding Dong here.
The catapult to eject ships is over there. You can get out if you go along this
We
way.
still get the same fun journey.
Satellite Deimos is under Baram now. Unmanned machines are on patrol to attack support units of the Space Force from Earth.
Deimos is under Baram's rule?
Not just Deimos. Mars and another satellite, Phobos. All of Mars' area has been under Baram's control. Noman has performed great deeds.
That's awful.
Unexpected things have occurred.
Man, I would join Space Force if it meant I got to drive an orbital frame like that. Don't tell me you wouldn't. And we are back.
Enemy approaching.
So yeah, forgive the giant cutscene gap there, but that was just, you had the reset, you had the title drop, and then now we are back in. So young Ding Dong here has pretty much been shanghaied into working for, not Baram, but the Space Force of this world, as it were.
Enemy destroyed. Enemy reinforcements are confirmed.
And he doesn't really have a choice, because if he gets out of the robot, he just dies. And while that has no bearing on the game, because of course you're always going to be played in the robot, I still think it's a weirdly interesting concept. So you'll see this robot here had a sign that said key on it. That's how I progress in some of the levels. You gotta like find the robot that has the key, and you can go forward and open doors. Except this one has the key now. Wait, oh, do I have to get them all for the key? Okay, maybe I do. It's been a minute. Oops.
ETR reaction gone. The gate to the next unit
There
is
we go.
open.
I don't think there's too... I can't remember if there's too many collectibles in this game either. All I know is right now we are trying to get out of the ship. It was really a shame to me that they never got to make more of these, but I get it. This game actually, I would say, falls into a category of, like, I think it's more so the circumstances in which the game exists versus, like, the game style itself. Jeez, I have a lot of damage. Where's a... Well, because earlier you might have seen me get like a weird glowing square and it says obtain Metatron. Metatron's like the energy MacGuffin stuff of this world. That pretty much always refills your life bar. Gee, I've just taken hits. I don't want to die here. I'm getting level ups too. It's honestly been a minute since I... Yeah, I'm taking hits. Let me... Cause sub-weapon, I just have my grab right now. Okay, I'm gonna try and be really careful if I can. Who drops health in this game? I don't want to just die here, but I'm... Oh, jeez, that's gonna be real embarrassing. Just having a real cheesed up night. But, hopefully I can find some help before I get... Oh, wait, okay. See, this mummy head thing... Oh, well, it said met next to its life bar. Great, I gave over it. Anyway, well, that enemy had the text met next to it. That has Metatron. So certain enemies, yeah, they drop health. Hopefully I can not be such a baddie and get the health this time. There we go. Okay, so we're back in the room with the key. That's okay. Ooh. Okay, so I have to get all of those to... There we go, I want to focus on these guys. There we go. Woo, okay, we're back on track. Anyway, apologies for the death. It's just not my night, but it's always a night for giant robots that do cool things. Yeah, this game is very readily available if you want to try playing it. It's a lot of fun. I only know one friend who has PSVR, and unfortunately they don't live close enough for me to come try it, but whenever I go out to visit at some point, I am definitely bringing this as well as another game that maybe I'll do that on stream someday too, because against a PS4 game, so we know those work. Ooh, it's telling me Metatron is that way. I am getting health. It's this and another PS2 game called Rez, originally on Dreamcast. Fantastic hybrid music game, but yeah, I imagine it's just wild once you get in the cockpit of Jehuti, but behind a VR headset. Like, I've never actually tried a VR headset. I'd like to, whether it's a PSVR or an Oculus or a Vive. I just never had the position to try one. I don't know. I think VR has a lot of potential, but I also think that VR sticking as an application, or as maybe more so like a mainstay of a technology that sticks around versus being an excess thing, will depend on people who try to find uses for it beyond just video games. 'Cause I think VR and its visual potential is great, but even if you have a high quality, set of goggles and they have good resolution, nice viewers, and everything just works fine, as nice as that might be, it doesn't change the game dramatically. That's not to say that there's not plenty of great VR software being developed now that it's kind of stuck, and developers are also sort of like making things with that in mind, but it's still not the traditional way of like playing a video game. You know, like, well, look at some of the biggest games of like last year even. It's like, I don't know, like Smash Bros. Or like Red Dead Redemption 2, or Spider-Man, or God of War, or like even like Mario Party, something more casual. Just like, you know, big popular games from that came out last year. Almost pretty much none of those games feature anything VR related in them. And that's not because the developers maybe didn't want to put it. It's just not something that, you know, millions of people have access to. Well, that's not true. Millions of people can have access to it now, but even then, you know, all of those are games that sold, you know, millions of copies. And it's just like everyone playing those isn't going to play them, is not going to play those games with VR headsets. But it's like you get a game like this, like Zone of the Enders, where your character is thankfully, like, his life is literally strapped to a cockpit. So you can build this game around this because your character is stationary, and it makes sense because from your player perspective, like, I'm sitting in a chair right now. Even if I was piloting a mech, I would still be sitting down and not moving. That's why I think, you know, for me, the most ideal VR experiences would be like driving games, you know, or anything where you are stationary, so like robots, driving, anything like that. But, you know, in the world around you is moving because of the device you're in, feels a lot more natural than, say, like, I don't know, the concept of, let's say, like a Skyrim VR. Like, nothing wrong with Skyrim, you know, it's a fun optional mode for that game, I'm sure. But I mean, there's plenty wrong with Skyrim technically, but no, I mean, nothing wrong with that again. But and like, seeing VR tried for it is definitely neat. It's a game that, you know, does feature a heavily enforced first-person mode, even if you don't want to even if you want to use mods or other playstyles for it. First person is, you know, a very typical way that people will play those games. So, you know, it makes sense. That's like, okay, those games are designed like that. But even with that, though, there's so much that goes along with playing a game like that, that it would just, I think, feel like if I were spending too much time in a VR headset for that, it's just kind of like, oh, like, I'm just kind of looking around this world more so than, like, I'm strapped into, like, the cockpit that is this human being, versus in Zone of the Enders, like, you're in a literal cockpit. First of all, I should destroy the thing. Hold on a second. I'm doing really bad here. I need to destroy the little core. But yeah, I think VR will always have some cool applications, but VR really coming into its own will, I think, be determined by people who try to use it for maybe applications that go beyond video games. Oh god, I need Metatron. I really hope I don't die again, but at least, oh god. Trying to stay alive here. Oh, I'm probably gonna die again, jeez. Come on, someone drop some health, someone drop some health, someone drop some health. Anybody, please. Please health. Anybody, please health. I am actually about to bite it if I don't get some health. None of these guys have Metatron names next to their head either, shit. That's not good. Probably just cheese this though. Come on, cheese. Everyone raise your hands for cheese. Everyone pray for cheese right now. I need this. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two. That one should be down back there. Yeah, we are doing it now. If I can get down to one, I can get in there and slash them up. But I'm not, you know what, screw it. Oh no, they're using heavy shield tactics now. Oh no. Ooh wee, we're almost there, almost there. Yeah, we did it. Oh.
The next unit is open.
Any health though? Oh, no Metatron? No new Metatron for Ding Dong? Okay. Okay, level up. I keep forgetting what level up does for me. Because I know you have... Like, your mech does level up, but you gain more health and stuff. And you get experience for killing enemies, which is unique for a game like this. But, okay, because I think it's just stats, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can change sub-weapons. That's what it is. Mission is just destroy enemies. Okay, I don't know. Oh, Metatron, thank heavens. Yeah, we're back in. Oh. Let's see, so which way do I go now? Or is that not the way? Okay.
I received a rescue signal.
Ignore it.
Connected.
This is Taper. I'm stuck with a cargo of freight. Please help me.
Oh no.
Which line is this, Ada?
This is from the Space Force.
Listen to his story, Dingo.
Listen to these tracks, friend.
Taper, can you hear me? This is Henry G. What's wrong with you?
Are you the Space Force Henry G?
Something like that.
Please help me. My unit has been attacked by Balram. The controls on my fighter have not been working and I don't have any idea where I am.
Poor
We
guy.
can help you then.
Yes, please. I've got an important mission to carry out.
Important mission?
We are helping our friends on Mars.
Who did you say you're helping?
There are many people who can't escape from Basilia after taking away the vector cannon.
Vector cannon?
Please help Taper, Dingo. We need
Yeah,
that.
Vector Cannon. We'll
I
get
don't
that
know.
later.
I can order Ada to stop feeding energy to you.
Yo, what?
Ada?
Damn.
Man, what an asshole.
Okay, I'll do it.
I've strapped your life to
Taper,
this
I'm coming to
robot.
help
I
you.
will tell it to
Don't
kill
move
you.
from where you are.
I'm hiding in a container. I start shaking after hearing the sound of gunfire.
Ada, where was that message sent from?
I can't find the particular point, but from all indications, it seemed not too far away.
Taper said he's hiding in a container, and he got scared after hearing shots.
Giving too much damage to the container will destroy it.
Yes, you've
I
gotta...
know. I'm just going to knock with a shot.
Gotta go find our friend here, stuck in a container. Man, this game is a little cutscene heavier than... Okay, never mind.
A container with a serial number including 1.
To
So-
turn around, use the right stick.
Oh my, I don't want to hear this.
It's an empty box.
Did I mess that up? Oh, did I goofball that up? Wait, where am I? Shoot. I know you're supposed to find the guy, but what? Oh, there are all sorts of rooms here. Hold on a second. 'Cause I know Oh, yeah, let's say walk off. Okay, so is this a room up here? Okay.
A red container. Oh my, I don't want to hear this.
5 tons of coffee. Vanish.
Well, it's nice that it was 5 tons of coffee, but just a little unclear on what I was supposed to do with that. Been a minute since I've had to do this, by the way, folks. Let me see if I can...
I can see the warehouse number. I think I'm in warehouse C now.
Okay, he's in warehouse C, so hold on. You're just an A. So you just gotta keep listening for the little hints. It's a red container with the letter, or excuse me, the number 1 on it.
Building materials vanished.
What? Did I mess that up? Well, I'm just all goofed up now.
Please come here now.
Raptor destroyed. ETR reaction gone. Raptor destroyed.
That takes care of that. And that takes care of that. Where is this guy, though? We'll find him, we'll find him. Could he be through here again?
A container with a serial number including 8.
Wait. So that is an 8. Do I keep keeping all the hints? I actually forget how that works. I don't remember if I was supposed to take all the hints. Wait, okay, this one. It's gotta be this one. Let me see, so I don't want to shoot the...
Oh my, I don't want to hear this.
Unknown articles vanished.
So I guess I'm supposed to fish for him like that, but I'm not sure, to be quite honest.
Mommy head destroyed.
Ooh.
Enemy destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Boom. Okay, let me wander around a little more. Wait.
How unlucky.
That was where I just came from, right? Yeah, because I blew up that pillar back there. Shoot. Oh, Metatron. I don't want to waste that, actually. You never know. No, I don't want to fight these people. I just want to find this damn container. Ooh. Let me see.
Container with a serial number including 1.
He seems to be around here.
Are the containers supposed to like wiggle a little?
Oh my, I don't want to hear this.
Lead equipment vanished.
I am unfortunately really stumped right now. I can't exactly remember how I'm supposed to find this guy. Like, just tell me where you are. No shit, gun. I don't know if I'm supposed to destroy the kid.
Cyclops destroyed.
Yeah, use your friends against you. Sorry, man.
When in close range, keep your eyes on enemy attack signs. Enemy destroyed.
Okay, got some energy for my health, but what?
A container with a serial number including 0.
Mail to Earth vanished.
I'm at an unfortunate loss right now, and I'm actually getting a little frustrated with this. I don't remember this, for one. I kind of remember this section, but not really. But I also don't remember being stuck here like this. What am I missing? Let me read my mission update really quick. Okay, find Taper hiding in one of containers. So what am I supposed to...
A container with the serial number including 3.
Cool. But what in the actual feck am I supposed to... So he's not in here, right? Stop. I'm gonna try going to the other side. I didn't blow any up that time, so does that mean he hides in the same place? He told me he was in section C that time. Okay, so he's here. So he's making noise. But then what am I supposed to...
Please come here now.
Am I just supposed to keep guessing? Because, like, no container's making a movement or anything. Boy, oh boy, I am just making this a real great time to watch. I know that. Wait. Ooh, found it. Okay, so the things did combine. Because, yeah, 3801. He said a bunch of those numbers, and it's red.
You must be Taper.
Thank heavens. That was actually getting kind of sad for me.
Yes, I am.
Wow, I'm saved. Thank you. Ah!
Balram! I'm not Balram, though this is an orbital frame.
Stop! What's your assignment?
Hey, I'll leave you behind if you keep being so dismal.
What's your assignment?
As I said, I'm trying to help you.
All right, please help me.
Dingo, ask him about his orders.
Shut up.
I have to rescue the people in Vasilia County on Mars. They got stuck after they got a weapon to break through the defense systems of the enemy base.
That's the one you told me about a moment ago.
Yes. The Vector Cannon. It's
Well, I can't wait till we get a vector cannon.
That's why I have to rescue them.
You're kidding. How can you rescue them like this?
It's my duty.
Yeah, he said duty.
It's enough you take me as far as the shooter to Mars with you. I know where my comrades are when I get to Mars.
You're asking me to carry you to the shooter.
Exactly. Let's go.
Dingo, take him. We'll have him guide us to the Levs in Vasilia.
I don't think he's that useful.
Like them, we have to destroy Bahram's military fortress. That's why we need that weapon.
The military fortress?
The military fortress. Almon.
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 Oh, Henry G. I've got a program for an orbital frame, but I don't know anything about its contents, so you're welcome to use it.
Gee, thanks, friend. What a great way of transference. That's actually so cool. I forgot about that too.
We obtained the device driver of the sub-weapon Geyser.
Geyser.
It's against the enemy's power unit. It can restrict movement for a fixed time.
A sub-weapon?
A sub-weapon I used so little my first time I played this game.
Select a sub-weapon by tilting the left stick.
The grab is pretty useful until you get a couple of the really stronger sub-weapons later in the game.
Each time you use the sub-weapon, the sub-gauge goes down. Keep an eye on how much is left.
Ada, what do I have to do when I grab Taper's lev?
Press the L1 button for a short while, so that grab appears in the sub-weapon window.
Oh, that's right.
Press the circle button in front of the target you wish to grab. Press the circle button again to let go. Check your current position on the map.
So now you just hold this lev like that because you're just a god. Oh god, okay. Oh, do I really have to? Okay. So thankfully his health bar is displayed in a big font at the top, so I should be able to catch on. Or at least keep track of him pretty easily. Oh, you can shoot at him too, damn, that sucks. Don't worry folks, also, these hallway corridors will be out of here soon enough. This game goes to different locations. For now, we're stuck in really giant spacecraft hallways. Oh no, I'm gonna set him down here. And hopefully kick some ass on these robots. Anyway, anyone else who has now jumped in to what has been a much more wild night of streaming than I thought I wanted it to be, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and again to anyone who's stuck it out this far when we were still on the N64 earlier. Thank you so much for at least sticking through that. I really wanted that to work, and I have no idea why it wasn't working correctly. So, I don't know. More research needs to be done, I want to say. So, we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, though, this is... Overall, to beat... playing Zoe so far has overall turned out to be a good idea. I always enjoy this game, and with the PS4 release that came out not long ago that I'm playing now, like I always had planned on, it was pretty much on my menu to stream at some point, so I think I just knew like, hey, this game is fast and it really cheers me up every time I play it, so there you go. Fuck. Shoot, okay. So I need to be very careful now. Crap, 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 crap. Yeah, okay. Oh good, I got Metatron from that. Man, the ebb and flow of this game is getting kind of spooky, because there's times when, aside from the one time I did die, there have been so many other times that I have been close to death. And I think that's kind of the draw of the back and forth of this one. I think I got all the keys in this area because I finally killed the big guy. I kind of don't know where I'm going. What am I supposed to do? Carry Taper to the shooter. Be careful not to have Taper's lev destroy the enemy. Grab a circle button. Alright, let me. Man, Taper, you signed up for the wrong job when you learned to pilot a giant mech. I don't even care if it's just a lev. Levs are cool. They look cool, they just don't do anything. Get these wall cannons, these are always annoying. Yeah, am I supposed to just keep going through these hallways? Okay, I'm in section E now. Okay, so that uses him as part of the attack. So I can use him as a weapon. Get out of here first. Bam. Come here, friend. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, shoot. Did I take a wrong turn? I don't think I did. Okay, well there's enemies and there's keys, so I'm clearly going some kind of way. Hmm. Damn, there's so many mobs with keys out here. I don't...
ETR reaction wrong. Cyclops destroyed. I suggest using geyser. Enemy destroyed.
Man, I'm getting a little weak too. What do I... Where do I go from this point? Okay, stop locking on first of all. Man, what did I mess this up? Okay, so where am I? So this is going to F. Oh, I say I'm going the right way. Let me see what happens if you go down here. There's more enemies, but... Oh, there we go, finally. Okay, I think I was just supposed to follow the bigger alphabet letters. Well, see you later, friend.
That's the shooter.
Hey, my assignment on Mars could be very similar to yours.
I will let you know when I get there safely. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Don't hold me back in Mars.
That's my line.
Well, I'm leaving now.
Hey, what's Mars like now?
What do you want to know?
How's the military situation?
You should know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Ouch.
Yeah, that hurt because your head's the robot head. No, that's not how that works. My mission is to stay alive in this cockpit, man.
Quick, enemy approaching.
Well, see you later.
Later, Gator. Just eject straight out of this place. At least now I don't have to fight with him around. 'Cause he can be quite annoying.
Enemy approaching. Verified as unmanned orbital frame Raptor. Be careful not to get surrounded. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button.
Is that a Metatron enemy? Oh god.
Exceeding 75%.
I have to probably cheese this out now too. Just too many frames around me taking damage. I can probably throw out hits like that, that's safe enough. There we go. Oh, so now it lists the other blue one over there, that's the commander. So if I destroy that one... Let me at least try and get this one out first. There we go. That's that one. There we go. Oh, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, there are definitely more. Let me see if I can... So I know the key would obviously be destroy the commander, but it's tough. Back up and boom. Shit. But you guys have been watching me. Oh, one has Metatron. Which one has Metatron? I want the one that has Metatron. There we go. You know, he's shielding as well. Oh god, oh god. Yeah. Oh, please, no! Oh! Oh! I'm just having a fantastic night.
Are you? Answer me!
Enemy Enemy approaching.
It's okay.
As unmanned orbital frame, Raptor. Be careful not to get surrounded. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button.
Okay, so what's the strategy here? Am I just supposed to? Cause I'm just, yeah, I take too many hits when I go in like super deep on them because they just get at me. So I guess I'm supposed to just fight one at a time, but I can't really either because they do that. Oh. Wait, am I supposed to use this?
Damage level exceeding 75%.
Oh, I'm probably gonna die again. Ugh. Yeah, that's fine.
Enemy approaching. Verified as unmanned orbital frame, Raptor. Be careful not to get surrounded. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button.
Ugh, okay, let me play this smart. Shoot, get out of there. Jeez. So I feel like the safest way is to just keep, shoot. Just keep like dashing like I'm doing and throwing hits, but it just takes so long. I wish there was a quicker way. There's gotta be a better way that I just can't do right now. Okay, there's one. Just when they have the shield, they just can't do anything.
I suggest using Geyser.
Yeah, you should use Geyser. Okay.
Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Okay, I got a level up at least. There's that. Okay, I think I get what it means by use Geyser with everything now, so... So yeah, so Geyser traps like that. So if I can at least throw in hits... Oh god, there we go. Ah. Come on, get the one with the Metatron. Oh, come on. Yeah! Okay, there we go. Now we're in business. Feels much better, yeah. So I'm supposed to use... Metatron also recovers your specials, so I guess that's encouraging you to, like... There we go, and then there's the leader one, I want to say. There we go, we did it! We are learning, we are not being bad at video games. That's not true, we're terrible, but that's okay, that's why we're here. Finally, get off this spaceship, ding dong. Get out of here.
Mars.
That's no Mars. This is the Earth.
What's that?
It's Earth Mars. Uh-oh. Big ship coming through. Oh, it's your boy. She's back.
Viola. I don't want to fight with Viola, even if she is AI. Let's go.
I think the lore was... I don't want to spoil it, actually, now that I think about it. We'll get it revealed when we get revealed. In terms of his connections of Viola. Adios, friend. Let's see, where are we at right now? I could do this for a little longer. It's been a roller coaster of a night, but at least we're off the space station now. We're actually on Mars.
This is bad.
We're almost at the landing point.
Yeah.
On Mars.
Confirm our location.
It's Mars.
Border of Basilia territory.
Dingo, first you need to enter into Visalia County.
Wait.
Tell me your location and then
Wait.
ask Ada about the most suitable route to Visalia.
Wait a second!
What's wrong?
What's going on here? Burned ruins stretched as far as the eye can see.
You were living in the backwoods, so you couldn't know. But in the last half year, the situation on Mars has changed drastically.
Tell me more.
It's a long story.
Yeah, this last half year, in which 2 months of it were you already like asleep and knocked out in a coma.
Bahram began to gain control of the military in every county on Mars. Then, the Mars Liberation Movement against Earth's oppression began to surface. Now, Bahram's war potential is very strong, far different from when you were around. The Space Force put up a stubborn resistance, but without a major war...
I don't think this is the Game Boy Advance game. There's a GBA game of this, by the way. It's like a weird strategy game. It's not amazing from what I hear. I'm gonna try it someday, though.
Visalia County, the Bahram foothold, with the total force we had then.
That was thoughtless.
Certainly. We knew what was going to happen. The Space Force suffered destruction, so there's not much time to destroy the remaining forces at the enemy base. Although we did find a special thing.
That's the vector cannon Taper mentioned.
The vector cannon
Yeah.
that delivers a high energy ray by space.
When you get the vector cannon, it's wild.
The shield of the enemy fortress Almon defends from invasion with a mass dislocation created by space compression. The vector cannon is the only weapon that can nullify that defense and pierce it.
Urenbeck catapult, orbital frame, vector cannon, so they're all byproducts of Metatron.
It's a bad habit of mankind to want to use its new toys immediately.
Hey, did you know weapons are bad? Yeah, but it's all these like crazy Metatron weapons that they're using.
Missing in Visalia since they acquired the vector cannon. Taper, who you met on Deimos, must have come to get it back.
Why is it so important?
Dingo, do you know about the Almon project?
I only recognize the name.
When Dr. Rikoa Hardiman was in good health.
Noman's father.
After Dr. Hardiman died, his son Ridley, that is Noman, took over command of the plan.
Ridley?
He then made a full-scale model. Almon is a huge military fortress that uses a great amount of Metatron to construct weapons of mass destruction. When it is fully operational, it won't make sense for Earth to send any amount of forces against it. Almon will have over 1,000,000 times the power of Anubis, and you've seen the damage that can do.
So they're just building Space Skynet, essentially.
Why did Noman want to get Jehuti? He's already got a great weapon, hasn't he?
Actually, Anubis and Jehuti were developed as part of the Almon plan.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Those two were a key element in starting Almon. That plan was made by Dr.
I like that they use the little key logo there that you've seen already.
So, Noman has already got Anubis. He probably thinks Jehuti is a bother.
He either wants it or wants it destroyed. Normally, Anubis and Jehuti have the same abilities, so only Jehuti can fight against Bahram War potential, which was much increased through the technological research of Anubis.
Unfortunately,
That's why you made me have such a terrible experience.
they do not fuse together.
Mars terraforming is still
But
a
it'd be
long
cool.
way from perfect, so it's still too weak to be a battlefield.
Several years ago, there was an attack on Earth by the hawkish faction of Mars, but it was a failure in the end because another power from Mars intervened. Then, Bahram learned that they should put pressure on Mars with military force before attacking Earth, strengthening their foothold. The Space Force's power couldn't match Bahram. Earth can't approach Mars, which is under constant surveillance by Almon.
Earth won't be talking big to Mars.
Earth and Mars bow down to Almon, because of Noman, actually.
Is Almon in Visalia?
Anubis and Noman are there too. Almon is already getting ready.
He must be happy.
Hey, we have to stop Almon and Noman. We have the same purpose, don't we? Our cooperation is not so bad after all, is it?
I know you'll cut off my life support if I refuse.
You have your
Classic.
duty to do.
I don't care about Earth or Mars. My aim is to get Noman. You're all just the same as Bahram, aren't you? So don't go thinking you're champions of justice.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but an unidentified combat vehicle...
Oh yeah, something cool's about to happen now.
I'll disconnect.
No, wait!
Damn it. Let's be done with it.
So we meet I think we meet a friend here? Well, friend or foe, it's for you to know. Wait, okay, maybe not yet. I could have sworn we met someone here in the desert. So yeah, these are frames, like they were saying in that long text crawl. Essentially, there's been a lot of reverse engineering because they studied Anubis, the other robot that killed us earlier almost. They've been able to build all these super crazy robots of different combat potential to not just fight against Jehuti, but be like military power. Pretty standard fare stuff for a story like this with military conflict in space. Oof. Oh, give me that sweet NRG. There we go, and this should give me energy as well. There we go. Oh, jeez. Ooh. There we go, there we go. Oh yeah, I got Metatron. Cool. I think this might be where a friend comes and helps us. There we go, there we go. Who dat? And there you go.
Who is that stranger?
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right. For any super eagle-eyed friends out there, that ship design you're seeing is none other than good old Vic Viper from the Gradius series. Since this is a Konami game, and they just turned it into a sick-ass mech.
Damn, I'll shoot it down.
And now we gotta fight. Another one of my favorite things about this series is how it references that. It's so amazing. So you notice this guy's actually talking to us, whoever he is. So we'll learn who this is in a minute, but I'm just a sucker for this mech design. It's a shame they don't get like any little option assists or anything like that. That'd be super cool. I can't go any higher than this. I'm just gonna keep targeting and shooting. I don't think you win this fight, or I don't think you have to. You have to do a significant amount of damage, though. Let me see. There we go. There we go.
This big Viper can do it.
Well, he's kind of got the little option behind him there with the missiles following. Yeah, he's got the little option friend behind him. That's super cool, just like you do in the actual game. It's been a while since I've seen this design. I know I played this. I've beaten this whole game before, but just seeing the little detailed things like that I enjoy. That's all that puts the smile on my face. Ooh. Never mind, am I supposed to beat him? I don't know. That sounds super cool. Wish I had the balls to play a game like Gradius or a shmup on stream. I am unabashedly awful at video games, and I fully admit that all the time. But man, boy, would I really be awful about streaming something like a shmup on stream. I don't know, am I gonna win this fight? I have no idea. Ah, jeez. Oh, I'm doing really bad. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm not supposed to win this fight, because if not, I don't want to have to restart this and make people watch this again, but... Yeah, I'm not doing good here. Shoot. Hope I'm supposed to only get him down to red health, because I could probably manage that, but anything beyond that, I'm probably SOL. So let's see. Give me back Jehuti. Why would someone want Jehuti back? Does this imply that you had her before? Wait, where in the world are you? Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the flow of this. Oh, he is getting weak now. Oh god, oh god. I'm just gonna keep dashing and being safe and living this life. And hopefully, we can just cheese out the ending here. It doesn't look cool while we're doing that. So if I just keep dashing around like crazy, eventually... Yeah, so he's really easy to hit when he's in this flight mode thing. Well, I just might take him here. There we go. Hello, old friend. Yeah, so...
I'm not with Baram.
What else can you say if you're not with Baram?
You must be Leo Stenbuck.
Yeah. So Leo is the awfully whiny but really cool grown-up hero now from the first game.
You remember me?
Yes, the data is
They pretty much just Snake Plissken him and make him really cool in here.
You haven't changed a bit.
You're the owner of this frame, aren't you?
That's right.
Why did you abandon Jehuti on Callisto?
Without consulting me, Elena...
Elena?
That's not your business. Anyway, get out of Jehuti.
You want me to leave Jehuti? Don't be silly. I can't leave even if it means I die.
How come?
That's not your business.
What do you plan to do with Jehuti?
I think it could be sold at a high price.
Are you going to Alman? Ada, please answer my question. You're going to Alman, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Do you know that Ada intends to self-destruct Jehuti on Alman?
Are you sure?
It is true.
Wait a second! What's going on? Whose order is that?
It's a command which arose from the basis of a program.
The basis of a program? Are you kidding me? Who would allow such a thing? Hey, Ada, I won't allow you to do that!
You're worried as if it concerns you.
Well, it does!
This is the meaning of the existence bestowed upon me.
Are you stupid? How can you throw away your life for no reason?
I don't need any reasons.
Alright, I get rid of Alman. Then you don't need to blow up Jehuti. Isn't that right?
What?
And then, once Almon is destroyed, you'll be alive. That's enough, isn't it? You should take time to think about the meaning of your existence later.
Yeah, these AI thinking about the meaning of existence.
You shut up. I'm Dingo.
Dingo, I'm sorry, but it's me who will destroy Almon.
Like, Leo is a way cooler name than Dingo.
I won't give it up.
Like for Dingo, retweet for Leo.
I'll get rid of it while you're doing your homework at home.
Okay. I will head towards Almon after helping the Space Force in Vasilia. If I fail, please carry out my task for me.
Vic Viper's so cool.
I don't want Ada to fight. I want to finish it.
Why?
For Ada's sake.
You're a funny guy.
Oh, please take this with you.
Mega Man, these powers straight out of these sick robots.
The device driver of the sub-weapon Gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
Enemies to a distance by physical impact.
Yeah, just a big blast. This one's actually a little more useful than the trap ones. Or geyser.
They will suffer double damage.
I see.
Dingo, you saw Anubis?
Yeah.
Please be careful with Anubis. Even though you are on Jehuti.
Don't worry. I'll bring your Jehuti back to you later in one piece.
Anyway, you were a good fighter. I trust your skills.
Yeah, punk. Let me just dip out in my sick Gradius plane. Yeah! That's the best. That's so cool. So yeah, Leo, it's cool they reincorporated Leo into this, because like I said, he was in the first game, so it's nice to kind of see him still be back, because he's kind of one of he's like young, whiny, unlikable protagonist in the first game. Like, he's no Shinji from Ava or anything, but he's still in that vein.
Like you're a stranger.
Anyhow, news will soon leak out.
But it is much better if no one finds out as late as possible. All right. I'll explain what you do next. You can enter Vasilia through the south gate, but first you need to unlock it. You have to destroy 2 facilities on both sides of the gate before you can go into Vasilia territory.
So, I'll need to destroy 2 facilities to unlock the gate, is that right?
Yes.
Security in the territory has been much stricter since the Space Force attacked, so be careful.
I will.
I'm leaving Deimos for Mars now. I'll let you know when I get there. The crews on Deimos are starting to suspect me.
Really? Serves you right.
Hey, why can't you be more cooperative?
I think I am.
I shouldn't trust rumors.
What?
Nothing. See you later.
Damn.
There is a route through the canyon in front of the gate.
So much drama. I should probably also try and save my game. Probably a good thing I did that. I realized this game doesn't have an autosave.
5. Go and collect it first.
Oh, that's an EX mission, or a VR mission, if you will. See, man, I can't say VR missions, because I was making a joke because Kojima's like VR mission thing that was from Metal Gear. But now that this game actually is literally a VR supported game, every mission would be a VR mission. Time to go unlock this fortress. Oh, everyone's been enjoying just this crazy mech action. I know it's been a little more mellow. I think my mental flow has definitely been broken up, because I was really expecting to stream Mystical Ninja all night, and I have always a lot to say about that game. We may try it another weekend, but I don't know. I really need to run some good tests with the stream stuff first and make sure of what's going on. I don't know what happened.
Narita destroyed. ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
There we go.
Enemy reinforcements are confirmed. Estimated combat time is 90 seconds. Dash or keep your distance
But this is always fun. I'm glad I at least got to throw something else in really fast, and I at least have that set up to do that now. Let's see. Ooh. Tricky. Man, I took a lot of damage in that fight. I put this on normal. I didn't think I would be getting tossed around so much in this game. Okay, there's no more weird hills with items in them for me to collect. Oh good, there's a Metatorn right there. Man, I'm not super into model kits or anything like that just because I'm too much of a coward, but I would admittedly love it if I could someday, like, if I had to get some kind of model kit or something like that in that nature, I would go all out for a Jehuti one if I had the balls to. Yeah, so you gotta open this lock here. You basically just go left and right on this path. It's not anything super. Wait, what? Oh, mummy head, okay. There you go. Okay, got more keys. What also surprises me is there's not really an art book for this available anywhere, which, I mean, a lot of it would just be Yoji Shinkawa art, which I'm totally fine with. But at the same time, I'm kind of surprised. I bought over the summer, for better or for worse, this massive set of Metal Gear art books that includes the first 4 games, or the first main 4 games, and it's just huge. Like it's a 2-book set, and it looks like when you put it together like a massive dictionary encyclopedia size thing. Like it's huge. Like rightfully so. They're 4 of, you know, some of the most revered video games of all time, but still, it's ridiculous how big the books are. But with all that, like, I'm still surprised that Zoe never got an art book. There's plenty of, I think, more obscure games get art books. Aside from the art book I mentioned earlier that came with the special edition on PS4 or limited, I think special limited, whatever you want to call it. There you go, Gauntlet. Yeah, but the limited edition, it's a nice art book, but it's not like a full, thick, like fully featured art book. When I wish it was. Wait, what? Oh, grab. Man, Jehuti's so cool. Oh, Gauntlet is just how you just destroy these guys, jeez. Damn, you just go in on it. Get on the flow. Yeah, I love that you're constantly leveling up too. That's such a weird, like, you wouldn't expect that, because in games like, I think you could compare this somewhat to games like a Bayonetta or a Devil May Cry, like a high octane-ish action game, which is, this definitely falls into that category. But it's still not in that traditional vein. I know I'm not going towards the signal, by the way. I'm seeing what's over here first. It's definitely a different type of game, and that's completely okay. But in those games, the way you level up is often gaining new skills, you know, beating bosses and overcoming challenges, getting new weapons. It's like they're external upgrades. But here, like, Jehuti actually just levels up. Bam, there you go.
Cyclops destroyed.
Oh, wait. I'm trying to use the sub weapons a little more. Oh, gosh. There we go. Obtain Metatron. That's just a phrase you want to hear in any part of your life. You go to the grocery store, obtain Metatron. Ask someone out, obtain Metatron. Get your paycheck in the mail, obtain Metatron. There you go, so I got one of the locks anyway.
A commander type is identified amongst the enemies. It may form a party with the surrounding enemies.
Would have been nice to know that when we were on the ship and they were already doing that.
Their fighting ability using formations and coordinated actions. It is dangerous for you to let them form a party. Before they do so, I suggest destroying the commander type. I will point out the commander type with this icon.
Roger. Sounds tough.
So I'll probably use Gauntlet to get over this guy. Yeah, so if I can, Gauntlet will let me just single someone out like that. That's so useful. Like, Geyser's cool because of the freeze, but the freeze is so slow. Like, Gauntlet, I can give someone a hard knockback like that, and then just... Bam. Wait, grab. What was being grabbed? What is it pointing to? Oh, you can just grab the panels there. That's fine. Part of me always wondered too, like, if they were to do another one of these now, like, how would they do it? I mean, they'd obviously try and make it the same. Because I feel like action games, like, as high tier as I would say this is so far, like, as simple and easy as it is to grasp, like, action games have definitely evolved since this game came out. And this is before Devil May Cry 3 or like a Bayonetta, or I think this is like around Beautiful Joe is coming out. I'm just thinking of other like stuff in the time, or even like Ninja Gaiden on Xbox. Like those are all like great examples of action games in this vein of, you know, like a single character focus with like a whole bunch of stuff you can do. It makes me wonder the kind of angle they take for a game like this these days, because normally the thing all those games have in common is you're some kind of character, usually with special powers, but you're not a giant sick space mech that's just flying through and doing everything up all cool. So I don't know. But I always felt with this game, and even the first one, that Kojima's vision was more just like, yeah, I kind of just want to make like a cool space robot thing, like a oh god, move. Like I felt like this was like Kojima watched Ava and Macross and Gundam all in one weekend, and he was like, I'm gonna make a thing. I'll be right back, guys. And thus we have Zoe, and it's fantastic. But at least we can say that the last game we got was one of, if not the best, for games of this style. Not that many games have this, you know, space mech, high-octane action style. I do miss that with all of Kojima's games. I mean, mostly he did it for Metal Gear, like the stealth espionage action logo, but how he did high-speed robot action for this. It always made me really feel like, man, like Kojima's just making shit up as he goes, but it feels good and he knows it. I think I started to ramble on earlier, but when there was way too much talking in the beginning. I adore this game for another reason, in that it fits into this weird category that I place games into in my head. So, a thing, or at least like a development trope, almost, you could say, that I just adore, like it just gets me totally going, is when developers, like a developer I like. I mean, obviously, like, I'm a fan of Kojima's stuff. I'm excited to eventually try like Death Stranding and see what the hell that's even about. I'm sure most people are, but still, I've generally always been a fan of his works, not even just Metal Gear, but his other stuff. And I think Zoe is definitely a good example, but it's this idea that I'd like to talk about where you have a developer you like, and by the graces of whatever, you know, money project they're being given permission to work on, they just go off and make a brand new IP. And yeah, they still have their main franchise. Like Kojima always had his Metal Gear, but he got his time to make his Zone of the Enders. He got his time to make his Snatcher and his Police Knots. And you know, I'm not saying all the games of that I just mentioned are like perfect in every way ever, but just the fact that, you know, a developer gets a chance, you know, eventually some auteur or a developer gets to do their own thing and make a game that is just like, yeah, this is a me game. I think that always really resonates with me, and so it's like great games from developers who normally have to work on another main series. Another example I could use right now is, so the Ace Attorney series, the main producer for that, I don't know if he still works with Capcom, but he did the first 3 games, and I think he just supervised some of the other ones, but he went on to make Ghost Trick, which I am playing through the first time, and I have heard for a long time that I should be playing through Ghost Trick if I like the Ace Attorney games. And yeah, I mean, it's the same guy, first of all, but it's his own new project. Like in Gauntlet, yeah. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, God, Metatron. Yeah, so, God, I remember to use the Gauntlet. It's so strong. That double damage Leo was in line. But yeah, developers getting to like just make their own pet project whenever it is, or like a developer who makes something completely off the mark from what they normally make too, is just, it's the best. Let me wait for this cutscene to roll.
Smashing the enemy into walls with combo smash adds to the damage. Party connected.
Ooh, excuse me. There we go. But yeah, just whenever developers get to do that, it brings joy to me, because one, it's like, ooh, new ideas, and two, I have a weird habit of ending up falling for games like that, you know, like super hard. So this is obviously one, like I mentioned. Snatcher and Police Knots, I'm in love with like the aesthetics and the presentations of those games, but I need to actually try and like emulate and sit down and give those games a shot someday. But it's a bit to get those going someday, maybe. But yeah, those are fine. Speaking of games on Sega consoles, though, games like Knights and Burning Rangers, games that Yuji Naka and Sonic Team got to kind of like play around and try and make, even though Sonic was their main thing. Ghost Trick, like I said. There's a couple other ones. Oh, World Ends With You is a big one, because it's like Tatsuya Nomura. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
This weapon produces a massive energy bullet. You can change the diffusion range. It depends on how long you hold the circle button.
Oh, I like his name. So it's like you... It like centers over time. It's cool. I still think Gauntlet's the most useful right now, though. But yeah, just games like that in general always like scratch me to a good point. Of it's like, man, this developer thankfully like got a chance to mess around with something else. Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is another one. I love Mirror's Edge. Cause that's, you know, DICE always makes Battlefield most of the time, or, you know, Star Wars Battlefront these days. But when DICE gets to sit down and make not just one but 2 Mirror's Edge games, I'm extremely happy. That's another game I could stream as well, Mirror's Edge 2. A lot of people didn't like that game, and I don't 100% understand why, because I actually love that game. But I don't know. I was always a sucker for the Mirror's Edge games, because while they're not perfect, still just like the little ideas that all come together for those games, and especially how it deals with like first-person movement and tries to make what is essentially like a first-person platformer almost and make it work, it's super satisfying to me. Like I remember when Mirror's Edge 2 got announced, even I was like, oh my god, this actually exists. So like, I'm thankful that we got that. We'll probably never get another one again. But I enjoy both the first and the second of those. But yeah, those are again games where you know, a developer like DICE like always makes the same games more or less, but they got a chance to try something different, even if it wasn't super well received or didn't catch on maybe the way, you know, EA would have wanted. But I mean, hey, it's EA, so. There's another game I'm thinking. Oh, okay. So there's another game actually kind of mech related. Someone like this, which someday maybe I'll play it on stream if I have the means to. It's called Omega Boost. I don't have it, but I've had my eyes on this game for a long time, and it's made by. Oh no. Anyway, Omega Boost as I fight young Viola or robot Viola here. So now I don't know if I'm supposed to win this fight, so I will be careful and play it safe.
Ada, what can I do with that shield?
If you can guard against the enemy slamming in, you might be able to nullify the enemy shield.
So an ordinary guard cannot be used.
If you had some sort of catalyst, you can improve Jehuti's abilities.
A catalyst?
Please search for something like a board as a guard.
All right, I can guard from their slamming
These
in.
boards right here.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, last game I mentioned that has that sort of like developers making different things sort of trope that I love so much. Hold on a second. Oh, I need a quick grab. There we go. So that's the flow, I guess, is I'm supposed to do it like that. Just hit her against the walls. But yeah, Omega Boost 2 is a like almost never talked about game. Like I never see people talk about that game, but it's essentially a mech game that looks almost like this in the way it functions. But if that's made by Polyphony Digital, who everyone knows them for one thing and one thing only, and that's Gran Turismo. This is Zone of the Enders, the second runner Mars edition, the second and unfortunately final Zone of the Enders game. Only we had more. Oh crap, I'm getting tanked by this. Oh, I see how I'm supposed to do this now, okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, I need to grab a wall fast. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Ooh, okay, good. Yeah, I didn't think you were supposed to win yet, because there's a final fight you have with her, but nothing yet.
Please shake it off.
Oh god, you just get straight in the pit here. Oh, well, okay. I get. Geez, that was very jarring. I didn't think I was gonna have to fight again after that. That's fine. Oh great, now I get a full health bar, and she doesn't. Haha.
Ada, I can't find anything useful for a guard. We're getting nowhere like this.
The surrounding bind field seems to stun orbital frames momentarily. This might work on the enemy also.
If I could throw that frame at the field,
you will get a chance to attack her.
Try.
Yeah, so now you gotta take your chance and get in there. I just don't know how to. Am I grabbing wrong? Oh no. Okay, I'm not doing this right. Clearly, that's okay.
If you let that frame touch the bind
field, you may also
get a chance to counterattack.
Well, that's not. Yeah, you know.
The frame come nearer and dodge quickly just before the field. The frame could
oh,
be
I see.
after crashing into the field.
It means like that. I thought it. The way you said it was like, oh. Oh, like that. Okay, now I see. Well, now that I'm probably gonna end up dying again, that's okay. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can actually do it. Like, oh god, I got her again. Okay. Ugh, yeah, I dodged too late for that one. That's okay. Okay, now I know what I'm doing, so I'll just reset that. It's been a hot minute since I played this. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. There we go. Goofed up that one. Okay. Come on, get closer. Okay, I'm ready for a dodge. There we go. There we go. Easy money. Completely no deaths, right? Damn. Once again, Viola just being persistent as ever. Yeah, just Mega Man her powers away.
We obtained the device driver for the sub-weapon Comet.
Comet.
This is a weapon with great enemy homing capabilities.
That one's just a big burst, I think.
When I was with Baram, Viola was the last person I wanted as an enemy.
The enemy is a battle AI that will never stop following the target while the target continues to exist.
If it's modeled after Viola, it's so much the worse. Ada, is this the settlement?
There are life signs in many buildings.
We have come to the worst place. Let's leave.
Hey, Henry G! Have you already arrived on Mars?
Who is this?
It's Taper. We met on Deimos.
Are you still alive? That's a miracle, isn't it?
I received a
what a nice guy.
8 heads platoon on the coast.
Are they a Lev unit with the vector cannon?
Yeah. They seem to be stuck and confined in a facility by a cliff. I'm going to the point of origin of the dispatch now.
I'll be there soon.
Hey, by the way, what is your mission?
What's going on there?
Man, didn't that guy not like gunfire? And he's using a gun? How's that work? Oh, the robots are attacking them.
Deploy! Quick!
All teams, move in formation 2. Meet again after the enemy is exterminated.
Stand by. Stand by.
Hey, Taper, they seem like your pals, don't they?
Why didn't you say our pals? Don't you know them?
Ada, put me through to that unit.
This is Storm Company.
What are you doing? Do you want to involve civilians?
Who cares? Anyhow, they're only the small fry of Vasilia.
Hey, what?
He must be really upset. Henry G, please help them.
Damn.
Henry Dingo G.
No guarantee, though.
Please.
Storm Company, I'm coming to help.
Who is this?
Don't talk too much. Ada!
Which are you going to help? The Space Force or civilian buildings?
Both.
All right. The damage percentage of the people in the civilian buildings is shown on the radar.
Yeah, so now this is like a
Please
protect
eliminate
things
them
missions.
enemy before they are completely destroyed. One more thing. The Space Force's
Okay,
Levs
I
are
think-
manned. Be careful not to destroy them.
Let me see.
What do I do when I want a Lev to stop attacking the building?
You will employ the sub-weapon Geyser.
Sure, I can stop them moving with Geyser. Ada, you're good at your job for a battle AI.
My previous runner influenced me greatly.
That must be that Leo I met.
He always had respect for human life.
You're the type that behaves the way the man you love wants you to.
I do not comprehend.
You don't have to. It will all end when I dispose of Barham's unmanned machine. Anyway, let's go.
Man, these AI assessments. Okay, anyway,
Let's eliminate every enemy.
so this mission is much more similar to missions you had to do in the first game, which were not always very fun because there were just a lot of them and they kind of dragged on. Having just one or two like this is fine. I don't mind randomly having to protect people in these kinds of situations like that. That's okay. And as usual, my stream face on the PS4 is blocking my map. It's just the ever-consistent theme when streaming on PS4, but that's okay. Essentially, you just have to just keep wiping out these little guys and protecting the town as best as possible. Oh, and those are the Levs. Okay, shit. I forgot that you could lock onto them. And then it said they wanted me to use Geyser in case, so I'll keep that on tap. Oops. Where am I supposed to go attack now?
Pay attention to the buildings. Civilian building F destroyed.
Oh, I'm not doing good at this at all. Problem is I just can't see the life bar on my side. I'm trying to just defeat these guys, but...
Enemy reinforcements are confirmed.
Ugh.
Damage to civilian facilities due to battle increasing. Be careful.
Okay, go to this one. Oh my god, I don't like that you lock onto the Levs with that. It's actually quite annoying. Okay, these I can kill. Let me see. see here. Ah, I wish I could see the meter in the top right. Yeah, I don't know how many of these buildings I'm supposed to save or not. I've definitely already lost some, that's fine. Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Oh, good, they gave me...
All the enemies are destroyed. Mission completed.
I could have saved more of them.
Well, that's actually not terrible.
This is a realistic figure.
But
I don't care about figures. Too many people have been killed.
yeah.
But if it weren't for you, there would have been more destruction.
Are you trying to ease my mind?
I did save all the labs, but... It's such a weird thing all of a sudden, too.
A battle? Does the Space Force call massacring innocent civilians battle?
I don't care about Basilia's people. They're nothing. It doesn't matter whether they're civilians or not. It's still the same.
Shut up! If you say anything more, I'm gonna kill you, you wretch.
What?
Go away.
Ada, please put me through to Leo.
All right, I will put you through to Leo Stenbuck.
Dingo, what's wrong?
How has your search for the Levs been going?
I've already saved several people, but they all say they would attack Almon.
They were ordered to, weren't they?
But it's impossible for Levs to attack Baram.
Let them do as they like.
You're heartless, aren't you? If they're your ally...
Is the Space Force my ally? Don't kid me.
What?
Hey, I found a few Lev units in the civilian residential area near the south gate. If you still think they're your team, you can pick them up.
All right.
Ada, put me through to Taper.
All right, I will put you through...
He's just trying to talk to everyone now.
How's everything going?
I did my best. Have you already met Eight Heads?
Yeah. I've confirmed the vector cannon too, but things are worse.
What's wrong?
This location might have been discovered by Baram.
What? Where is it?
This is an energy facility along Ayers Cliff. It seems to be supplying power for Almon.
Wait, the enemy is approaching.
Oh, baby.
What?
Okay. Oof. Oh, this part is peculiar. So you have to, I think, chase this train here, and it is a mission and a half. So
Ada,
I think.
Where is the train going?
It is going via Ayers Cliff along the sea.
They're attacking all the way. Hey, Taper! The train carrying the orbital frame is going towards you.
What's that?
I'll destroy it before it gets there.
Is that right?
After all, it's just on the way. Ada, give me the estimated time of the train's arrival.
Roger.
Okay. Oof. So, it's been a minute tonight. It's been a weird one. I know people have been coming and going. That's okay. That's super chill. And also, I know it says I've only been playing this for about 2 hours, but that's because we had to take time to swap out everything from the N64 debacle. I'm a little fried. It's been kind of a weird night for streaming stuff. Thank you for anyone who's stuck around so far up to this point. Thank you for this sticking into this variety show anyway. I very much apologize for the N64 mess up stuff earlier. That was not how I at all intended the night to go, but you know, you take it and you learn from it, so hopefully I'll be able to fix that up for either a future thing, or hey, maybe we'll be back playing Warzone of the Enders next time. I think this one was a little slower because I'm just getting more into actually playing the game versus, I don't know, like Kingdom Hearts where I can talk about more commentary, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just do this as a one-off, but I actually think I might head off for the night. It's at least been 3.5 hours of me doing this, which is usually about what I stream for. But I am trying to be a little more consistent. So now that we're chilling at the end here, I probably will stream again next week. I don't think I have anything going on again Friday night. I will make more posts about it. I will also do more prep work during the week if I am going to try N64 again, but I don't I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore for now. I'll have to, again, do my research, but we'll see. But hey, keep your eyes peeled. Next week, I promise, whatever happens, there will be one consistent stream. No dropouts, no nonsense, no nothing. But thank you for everyone who did show up. Hope you enjoyed the bits of Goemon that you could see, and then this kind of chill out with Zone of the Enders for a little bit. But anyway, everyone have a good weekend. Have a good night, and I will see y'all later.